Alright, let's just head back to the game and check this later. Alright, so here's the quest giver, Mr. Juclis. Synergy, were you successful? Do you feel you are prepared to face our greatest threat? I believe so, Juclis. Let's see. I am glad. I feel our legionnaires will be the most relieved once you join their ranks. However, it is not that simple. You have demonstrated that your body is ready for conflict, but you will need more than your body alone for this struggle. There are still a couple more tests for you to complete. Alright, so let's complete the quest and let's see. Now for the second test. Your body is prepared for the abyss, but it's in your mind. I'm ready to learn. Excellent. There are 3 scholars in the library of the sages. I have spoken to each of them already, and they are ready for you. Are you ready for them? Synergy? Accept. And excellent. First, speak with Gromoros. He is an experienced abyss researcher and knows more about it than any Deva in Sanctum. Answer his questions correctly and he'll hand you a diploma. Gather 3 diplomas, then hand them to Fushia, and the second test is complete. Enjoy your studies, Synergy. Thank you. Alright, let's go to get the Abyss quest. Let's see. Let's show on the map where do we need to go. So again, is this area the library? Okay, so let's hop into my cerulean nimbus and right here we go. Here's Mr. Gromoros,
Have you
the
business
Abyss
with me?
researcher, level 45 mission progress. The Abyss quiz. Good. I was waiting for you. It's Synergy, isn't it? My name is Gromoros. The Abyss is an endlessly fascinating place. My only worry is that there is so much to learn and too little time in which to learn it. Now, some questions. First, do you know what created the Abyss? Let's see, the Tower of Eternity's destruction, a crack in the etheric field. I think it's this one. No, it's not true. If you remember, Ciel and Israfil lowered the etheric field so that the Dragon Lords will enter the tower for the peace conference. At the time, of the cataclysm, the etheric field was not even active. Try again, Synergy. How was the abyss first created? Valor. The Tower of Eternity Destruction? Yes, very good. The cataclysm literally shaped our world. The Valor attacked and the Tower of Eternity collapsed. This shifted the flow of Aether considerably, which created a strange rift between the two towers. It was only later that we named this rift the Abyss, and found it had somehow suspended vast fragments of the destroyer tower. On to the next question. Okay, here's the second question. How does the Abyss pose a threat to Atria? Think on it carefully, Synergy. The answer to this question is the reason our devas lay their lives on the line every day in the Abyss. So let's go and see which is the. How does the Abyss pose a threat to Atria? The towers break further down. It drains etheric energy from Atria. Creatures in the Abyss flock to Atria. Think about it, Cleric. It has taken us many years to successfully enter the Abyss and navigate its twisting paths. How will the creatures within the Abyss, who are rivaled in their strength only by their stupidity, enter into Atria? Please, do tell. I am most curious. Now, please consider each option before you answer. Tell me how the Abyss possess a threat to Atria. Oh shit, so that wasn't the right answer. It's crazy. The towers break further down, but it drains etheric energy from Atria. Oh shit. It looks like this will be a textbook response. Our research shows that the Abyss drains Atria of Aether. Soon, our Devas will find their powers diminished. Then, gone. There is another worry, though. Seal and Israfel bound Elysia and Asmodee together with etheric ties, and the Abyss weakens those ties each day. If they were to fail, Elysia will drift from Asmodee, and our lives will all be extinguished. You answer well, Synergy. Now, for my last question. Let's see. Sure. The Abyss is unstable and turbulent. For this test, I'll give you three statements. You will tell me which is false. 1. Many more Deva are lost in the Abyss than anywhere else. 2. It is possible to reach Asmodee through the Abyss. 3. The atmosphere of the Abyss significantly weakens anyone who enters. Significantly weakens anyone who enters. Possible to reach Asmodee through it. The first statement is false. Many more Deva are lost in the Abyss than anywhere else. 2. It is possible to reach Asmodee through the Abyss. The atmosphere of the Abyss significantly weakens anyone who enters. I think it will be number 2. Let's see. You clearly haven't studied much of our history, Synergy. Remember Veltras, who stepped through the portal and found himself on the broken world of Asmodee that fateful day? Try again. Consider all these statements and tell me which one is false. 1. Many more Deva are lost in the Abyss than anywhere else. 2. It is possible to reach Asmodee through the Abyss. Or 3. The atmosphere of the Abyss significantly weakens anyone who enters. Let's see the third one. Excellent. I have heard many rumors swirling about concerning the abyss, including that those who enter are weakened. This is simply not true. Here is your diploma. You must know. Now head to Nestor, the historian, and answer his questions to progress further. You did well, Synergy. Fade in arms. Fade in arms. Fade in arms. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and see where's the Mr. Nestor. It's right there. Alright, Mr. Nestor, the
Hail, Deva.
historian. Greetings. What's up, right? Young Deva like you doing in a gloomy old place like this? Shouldn't you be out in the fresh air? Let's see. You must be the one Junklin says I have been waiting for you. I've spent my entire life researching the history of Atria. I am now something of an expert on the matter. Your first question is this: when was the abyss created? During the Millennium or the Cataclysm? Let's see, the Cataclysm, correct. A young apprentice. The abyss is a floating void, a series of shattered remains suspended between Elysia and Asmodee. The remains are actually shards of the Tower of Eternity that never fell to the ground after the Cataclysm. Now, question number 2 approaches. Prepare yourself. I'm ready. We shall see, Synergy. I'll present you now with a trickier question. Where was our first permanent gateway to the abyss constructed? Where was our first permanent gateway to the abyss constructed? Please, you must think back to the history of our world. Picture our people. Picture this first portal. Then tell me where it is. I believe the answer is Poeta. Was it not in Berteran? It was discovered in Elfland. All right, let's see. I think the answer is Poeta. You were chosen for ascension in Poeta. Should know there is no permanent portal in Poeta. Okay. Perhaps you mistook that crude Dukaki contraption you discovered for a portal. It was not. Try again. Where was our first permanent gateway to the abyss built? It was indeed Synergy. Yes, it was on the once serene lands of Verteran. That was the first permanent gateway to the abyss was built. Once the construction was successful, we established a small base there. You know it was Verteran Citadel. Now for your final question, I'll do my best, Nestor. Your best way not to be good enough, Synergy. The final question is on a part of Elio's history, which is little more than an ugly scar. On one of the earliest journeys into the abyss, one particular legion snapped through a portal and stood on Asmodee. When that party eventually returned, many had been murdered and many seriously wounded. Tell me which legion it was that befell such a cruel fate. Let's see. The Storm Legion, led by Deltras, the Silver Legion, led by Boreas, or the Temple, led by Lord Nisikin. Nisikin, let's see. The Temple, the Silver Legion, the Storm Legion. Let's see, I think it was Storm Legion. Let's check that out. You know it well, my young apprentice. The story of the Storm Legion is a great tragedy, but even now steals us against those cursed Asmodeans. Here is your diploma. I believe you are to speak with Xenophone. Xenophone. Next. He is something of a tactical genius, so you must have your wits about you. Go synergy and take my blessings with you. Thank you. Right, so let's talk to this other guy over here. Mr. Xenophone, something like that.
We meet in Ariel's light.
Xenophon, Fate in Arms, good to meet you. Welcome to this section of our Abyss test, Synergy. I'll be finding out what you know about military operations. Listen closely, the fortress are the most important strategic points within Abyss battlefields. Knowing how to successfully occupy a fortress is vital. Explain to me how it's done. The castle gates must be destroyed. The etheric field generator must be destroyed. Or the Guardian General must be destroyed. Let's see. Listen closely, the fortress are the most important strategic points within the Abyss battlefields. I'll say the Guardian General must be destroyed. Very good. The Guardian Generals are incredibly powerful warriors, pursued in combat since birth. Their strength and resilience necessitates a well-coordinated attack. Alrighty. However, defeat them and win for the fortress. Such a prize transcends material wealth and is crucial to our overall war effort. Time for the next question. Okay, artifacts. They are incredibly useful in battle and can help turn the tide in a second. Learning how to control them is vital. I'll list 3 facts. You'll tell me which is false. 1. Artifacts were once part of the mechanics of the Tower of Eternity. 2. You can only control an artifact after defeating its protector. 3. Occupying a fortress automatically gives you control over nearby artifacts. Let's see. The first statement is false. The second statement is false, or the third. Let's see. 1. Artifacts were once part of the mechanics of the Tower of Eternity. 2. You can only control an artifact after defeating its protector. And 3. Occupying a fortress automatically gives you control over nearby artifacts. I'll say the third statement is false. Correct. While artifacts are situated near the fortresses, capturing the latter gives its occupiers no sway over the artifacts themselves. Each artifact has a guardian which must be vested before control can be claimed. Now, the last question. Okay, ready when you are. Let's see. This last question concerns flight in the abyss. Here are another 3 statements. Tell me which one is false. 1. You can fly anywhere within the abyss. 2. Flying into the etheric field, usually surrounding a fortress, will harm you. 3. The weakened atmosphere and gravity allows a deva to fly as long as they wish without tiring. I'll say the third statement is false. Well done. Unlimited flight within the abyss is a myth, which has somehow permeated public awareness. The reality is that our deva are limited by their stamina. They're just as they are in Elysia. The only difference is that the ether makes it so that one's wings can spread anywhere. Congratulations, you have passed my test. Here's your diploma. Your only task now is to take it into Fuchsia, along with the other two you have received. You did splendidly. Thank you. And so let's go and talk to this other person here. This is Fuchsia, walking
Yes, speak up.
encyclopedia.
Yes, speak up. Yes, speak up.
See, infinite time, and yet you progress with such speed, synergy. I must wonder if it should be alarmed or heartened by your progress. Be heartened. Here are my diplomas. Gromoros, Nestor, and Xenophon himself. It seems your abilities go beyond strength and agility. I am pleasantly surprised. Congratulations, you have passed the second stage of the Abyss entry examination.
Yes,
Right.
speak up.
Since you've done well to make it this far, are you prepared for the third stage of the Abyss entry test? Before you answer, know that the battlefield of the Abyss is in constant motion and your strategies must adapt accordingly. To this end, I have readied a mission to prepare and test you. If you're ready to proceed, ready to complete your mission, you need more than just fighting ability. You will also need patience, courage, and diligence. This test will help us assess whether you have the abilities we are looking for. We begin at your pleasure. Say the word. Accept. Your mission takes you to the Sanctum underground arena, where your ability to fight with outnumbered to fight when outnumbered will be fiercely tested against packs of ferocious beasts. Go to the Colosseum and tell arena manager Epiaios that you came for the Abyss test, and he will send you on your way. Alright, walk in Ariel's light. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Let's just head over there. Let's see. Alright, so heading to the Colosseum and finish the quest. Fighting some beasts, something like that. We're gonna be
Nice
fighting
day, isn't it?
some beasts. Let's see. You walk without a limp. I take it you are a newcomer. Tell me, why do you come to the dual sanctuary? To be tested for the abyss. Perhaps your unscarred skin is a product of skill rather than inexperience. When you arrive in the Sanctum underground arena, you will see cages at the front and sides of the arena. Within are ravenous creatures without mercy or compassion. Open them and you kill at least 10 within a set time limit. I'll know you have what it takes. Are you ready? Ready?
These are
Let's
wild
see.
beasts that don't care who or what they're fighting. They want to kill something, and it might as well be you.
Alrighty,
You'll
man.
have a time limit, so kill them as fast as you can.
Alright, so these are
They're all
Wow,
ferocious, but
these-
they're nothing compared to the Valar.
ferocious. And nothing compared to the
Must
Valar.
pass this test to get to the Abyss.
Alright, let's complete this test so I can get into the
So,
Abyss.
ready? Begin.
Let's begin. See if I can make it. Which ones are we gonna open first? Let's see if this one's over here. The Cobra.
Jebbenpack.
Oh, that was easy. That was kind of actually pretty fast. I thought it was gonna be really difficult. But the monsters are actually, their names are like gray colors, so this means that it's just gonna be really easy. There we go. Now let's move to the other ones. Down here. Open up. What happened? I'm out of time?
Good work. Well done. I must confess, I didn't think you'd manage to take out so many of them. I suppose there's some truth to your reputation, huh?
Yes.
I'm impressed. Come on, it's time to head outside.
Alright, let's go outside. The guy is impressed of the way I viciously attack those beasts.
Nice day, isn't it?
Let's see. You'll return and perhaps a bit more withered than when you arrived. Did the beasts treat you well? I imagine they were pleased to see such a fresh meal presented to them. Tell me how many you managed to slay. The count stands at. You have done all. You have done all that I've asked, and have passed the third test. The skill of a fighter is not measured in bruises, but rather than the ability to avoid them. Return to Eltland Fortress and report your progress to Brigade General Telemachus. He will prepare you for the next phase. Thank you, I will. Okay, so let's go to Elfland and prepare there for my next quest. Let's go and talk to this teleporter, Mr. Politis.
Easy teleport, Deva?
They said Eltland. There we go.
Aion.
Mining. Let's check where's the quest. Should be inside here. Let's see. Probably second floor. Here it is. Lieutenant General
We
Telemachus.
meet in Ariel's light.
Let's see what he says. Are you Lumen Synergy? Dinar? Um, I've been waiting a long time for you. You have come with good news. I hope Alicia can do with as much of that as possible. I have returned from the arena victorious. This is welcome news indeed. Handling those beasts speaks volumes of your courage and tenacity, traits essential to taking on Asmodeans and valor in the abyss. I formally certify your successful completion of the third test. Great things lie ahead of you. Synergy. I can feel it. One warrior can always sense the worth of another. One final test awaits you before you can join us in the abyss.
We meet in Ariel's light.
You've done well in your test so far, so we know you're capable of carrying out missions in the abyss. Only one test remains. A final test, what is it? It is the high-level flight test. I don't have to tell you if you're not an excellent flyer. It is uh, practically impossible to fight in the abyss. If you're not an excellent flyer, it's practically impossible to fight in the abyss. So what do you say? Are you ready? Except if you had lots of flight experience, this one won't be a problem. So whenever you're ready, speak to Dallas and good luck. Thank you, General. Let's go and talk to. So actually, I'm gonna stop right here. Um, Thank you for watching. If you watch this video on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos. If you're watching it in Twitch, please go ahead and follow me. I'll really appreciate it. Any comments are appreciated and welcome. Okay, so for the meantime, good night and goodbye. See you guys.